Recording in progress.
हरि ओम्. आयातु वरदा देवी अक्षरं ब्रह्म संहितं गायत्री छन्दसां माता इदं ब्रह्मजुषस्वनः. हरि ओम्. Welcome you all to this yet another interesting session of Malavika Agnimitram, and we are in the Ola Sanskrita Sahitya series. Just last lecture we saw how this Natya is glorified, eulogized as a kratu, a yajna. Devanamidamamananti munayah kantam kratum chakshusham. Instead of kanta, we had a word shant also, and that gives many more different meanings. So this is a yajna where there is no pashu himsa, and therefore shantam kratum chakshusham. The entire verse is in Shardula Vikridita Vritta, and there is a figure of speech, Alankara, called Rupaka. See, because it is Natya is compared to Kratu, but there is no Ivarthaka Shabda, there is no Yatha or Iva. So, Yatra Upamana Upameyayoho Abhedaha Drishyate Tatra Rupaka Alankaraha, right? And therefore this is a Rupaka Alankara in this verse. And then after he comes, Ganadasa comes reciting this verse, and then Bakulavalika sees him, Arya Vande Bhadre Chiramjiva, and then Bakulavalika wants to tell him for what purpose she wanted to see him. So she just gives the message of Queen Dharini. Arya Devi Prichhati, okay, that is Dharini, Devi Prichhati, api upadeshagrahane na atiklishnati vaha shishya malavika iti. Devi is asking that upadeshagrahane, in accepting the instructions or training in education, vaha shishya malavika, your disciple Malavika, na atiklishnati or atiklesheti. I hope she is not troubling you much, because it is this Malavika is found by Dharini, and she has entrusted her to Ganadasa's training, so she has to ensure whether she is doing fine, whether Ganadasa is happy with her. So this is just a normal, casual inquiry about the student whom she had sent, okay. She has some personal interest in Malavika. And see how Ganadasa replies. It is not Atiklishnati, not at all. She is so good. She is an expert. He says, Bhadre Vidnyapyatam Devi Paramanipuna Medhavini cha iti. She is very intelligent, Medhavini, and Paramanipuna, very skilled. Whatever I teach her, she grasps within a minute. And not only that, see the next verse which comes through Ganadasa is a real, what you can say, Shishya gets honored if his guru feels like this. He says, Yadyat prayoga vishaye bhavikam upadishyate maya tasyai. Yadyat prayoga vishaye bhavikam upadishyate maya tasyai tat visheshakaranat pratyupadishativa me bala. Whatever I teach her, yad. During what? Prayoga Vishaye. During the Prayoga, how to enact, how to exhibit, how to manifest your feelings. And for that, he has used the word Bhavika. We'll get to know what Bhavika is. Bhava is basically Manasaha Vikaraha. Bhava is an emotion. Bhavaya yad hitam. Tadbhavikam. So that which is, helpful to manifest your bhava, your feeling, that is abhinaya. Is it not? So that is abhinaya. So bhavika is abhinaya only. So we'll read out the Sanskrit commentary also on that. So whatever I teach her, prayoga vishaye yadyad bhavikam maya tasyai upadishyate. Why tasyai chaturthi? Normally, vitarati guru pradnye tathaiva, like Bhartruhari also, you can remember, vitarati guruhu pradnye, saptami is used. Here tasyai chaturthi, because upadesha is vidya dana and sampradane chaturthi. And therefore tasyai yad maya upadishyate tattad vishesha karanat. She does it with her own style, vishesha, some vaishishtya, some particular thing, something adding on her own to that, vishesha karanat, as if pratyupadishati me bala, as if that young girl Bala, she is teaching me back how that is to be exhibited. Now the thing is, the teacher is teaching the student how to manifest certain emotions, what should be the bhavas, how should the gesticulation should be, how should be the padanyasa, the apanga movement and the hands movement and what all, But now she does it, adding her own skill into that. She is parama nipuna and medhavini. So when it is a satchishya, then the shishya will add his or her own peculiarities to that, and I feel as if she is teaching me back. I am not teaching her, she is teaching me back. Pratyupadishati iva. That iva here is not upamarthe, it is utpreksharthe. As if she teaches it back to me. Now we'll just see what bhavika is. Okay, I told you, bhavika we'll see. Bhava plus ik, that is the bhavaya idam iti and kriyate vikaraha hridayaha hridgataha or manasaha is bhavika. That is the thing. And then here it is stated in the Katyavema, this one, commentary, Shrungaradi abhivyanjana prakaradi upadishyate yat bodhyate tat bhavikam. So, bhavikam is bhavavat. And what is that? Shrungaradi abhivyanjana prakaradi upadishyate, bodhyate. So, whatever is manifested, especially in the rasa delineation, Shrungara, etc., rasa, that is called bhavika. Basically, bhavika is by which gesticulations the bhava, the inner feeling is reached out, it is manifested, that is called bhavika. So, Paramanipuna, and she as if teaches me back. So, he is very, very happy, more than happy with her. Then Bakulavalika, to herself she says, this is also very interesting. See, in the royal harem, if there are two queens, there will be a set of two different maid servants, one serving the Mahishi and the other serving the other queen. And there will be a, hidden competition between these maid servants also, the queens also. So now we have seen that Agnimitra has two wives. One is Dharini, who is a Devi, Mahishi, crowned queen. The other one, the younger one, is Iravati. Iravati is also a dancer. By the way, Iravati is also a dancer. And in the storyline we saw that her dance teacher is Haradatta and Ganadasa is patronized by Dharini. So these two dance masters are also patronized by two different queens. So there will be a supta spardha between these two also. And if there is a spardha between the dance masters, naturally their shishyas will be competing with each other, right? So Iravati is a good dancer. But now when Ganadasa has given a certificate, Pratyupadishati iva me bala, Bakulavalika happens to be, having a soft corner for Malavika. She happens to be the best friend of Malavika. So she says Atmagatam to herself, not to Ganadasa. What she says? Oh, Atikramantim iva Iravatim pashyami. I see that she will surely surpass, Iravati. So Iravati has been a good dancer so far, but with Ganadasa's endorsement given to her, I feel that she will certainly surpass Iravati. But then Prakasham to Gadadasa she says, Kritartha idanim vahashishya. Really, so she is so fortunate. She has achieved what she wanted to. Yasyam Gurujanaha evam tushyati. The Guru is pleased so much with her. Indeed, her life mission is accomplished. Then Ganadasa is also curious. She is such a brilliant girl. From where did Dharini find her? Kutaha devyaha tat patram anitam? Tat patram anitam. Patra is a cup, a glass, right? Pibati anena iti patram. When you say it for Karana, it becomes a bhanda, a bhajana, a patra, a cup or a jar, okay? But pati, adheyam, pati nama rakshati, adheyam iti patram nama worthy receptacle, a fit person. When we say, adeshakale yad danam diyate, apatre yaccha diyate, apatra. So, satpatra dana, that's a fit person. Apatra, not fit. But patra itself means a worthy person. Pati, nama rakshati, adheyam, whatever is placed in that person, he or she protects it, bears it, dharayati, shobhanam, dharayati, iti patram. So, whatever I am teaching, she is not only holding it so nicely, she is reciprocating also, adding her own things. So, kutaha devya etat patram anitam. Where did Devi Dharini? Because till now I didn't see her, and all of a sudden now Dharini sent one girl to me to be trained in dance. So, kutaha, what is the source? Now, these are the things, which we as a spectator or reader need to know. But everything can't come in a matter-of-fact manner. This is not a chronicle. This is not a history. This is a drama. So, you have to make some things interesting, and the thing which is known to you, you must know the things. But through and through the conversation of people. And not that, Kalidasa would say or Sutradhara would say, oh, this is Malavika, she was brought to Dharini in this manner, she was interested. Not like that. It has to have that dramatic element, and dramatization has to be complete. And, incidentally, it also gives you many other clues of the then prevalent society as well. Because any literature per se is the mirror to the society of that particular time. And therefore, when there is something in that, you can see the society through these words. So, the next paragraph will give you that social background as well. Then Bakulavalika says, oh, Asti Devyaha Varanavaraha Bhrata Veeraseno Nama. Devyaha Bhrata Asti. Okay? Veerasena Nama. Who is he? A real brother? Varanavaraha. Varanavaraha. This is a typical Dharma Shastra term. When we come across such terms, it gives you the scholarship of the author as well. Indirectly, it suggests how Kalidasa knows the technical terms in that particular Shastra, and how at the particular time and the befitting circumstances and situations he would use these terms. Varanavaraha Bhrata. Varanavaraha, Varanena Avaraha. One who is little low by Varana. Now, you come to the Varana system of ancient India. There is a difference between Jati and Varana, okay? What we have is Chaturvaranyam Maya Srishtam Guna Karma Vibhagashaha, okay? And accordingly, there are 4 Varanas, Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra. Now, according to the Smritis, the Dharma Shastra Granthas, the Shudra can marry only a Shudra girl. Vaishya can marry a Shudra as well as Vaishya. I mean his own Varna plus the lower Varna. Kshatriya can marry his own Varna, Kshatriyani, and Vaishya and Shudra. And Brahmana, his own Brahmana Varna plus Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. So, Brahmana can have 4 wives. Kshatriya can have 3 wives. Okay? And this is called Anuloma Vivaha. If Brahmana is marrying Kshatriya, Vaishya, Shudra, it is called Anuloma Vivaha. If a Kshatriya marries a Brahmana girl, it is called Pratiloma, because he is marrying a higher Varna girl. Kshatriya is little lower, Brahmana is the highest. Okay? So Kshatriya marrying a Brahmana girl is Pratiloma Vivaha. See why all these matters? This Varnavaraha Bhrata, that means Dharini's father might have had someone who is Varnena Avara Stri, Tasyam Jataha, Tasyaha Bhrata, Varnavaraha Bhrata. Okay? And these things are accepted in the society, were accepted in the society, and the progeny born thereof was also, they had position, pratishtha, nobody looked down upon them, Varnavara Bhrata. Everybody had his or her own pratishtha and all. And he was placed by Agnimitra as Antapala Durgapala, okay. In the frontier Durga, he was placed as a Durgapala. When I am talking about Anuloma and Pratiloma, one thing occurs to me. If you have read Shakuntala, we will be reading it here sometime, I don't know when. But then, see, when Dushyanta had that feeling of love for Shakuntala, he first of all, wanted to withdraw himself. Why? Thinking that Shakuntala is a Brahmana Putri. He is seeing her in Kanava's ashrama. He is a Kshatriya. So how can his love for Shakuntala, how can it be justified? Being a king, he should not do anything which will give a wrong message to his subjects, his society. And therefore he is little apprehensive. And then he comes up with a saying that Asamshayam Ksatra Parigraha Kshamasa, etc. and Satam Sandeha Padeshu Vastushu Pramanamantah Karana Pravrittaya. And then in the conversation he comes to know that she is the daughter of Vishwamitra, who is a Kshatriya. So she is a Kshatriya Kanya. So there is no Pratiloma type of Vivaha. Right? So the same thing happens, with Kacha Devayani, if you know. Kacha Devayani, So Kacha Devayani has the soft corner and love for Kacha, but he is the Guru Bandhu, and therefore he says, no, I won't marry you. So there are certain rules, certain norms in the society. You can't go against that. So when Yayati married Devayani, it was a Pratiloma Vivaha. Yayati marrying Sharmishtha, another king's daughter, Vrishaparva's daughter, that was Kshatriya and Kshatriya. But Yayati marrying Shukracharya's, Purohita's daughter was Pratiloma Vivaha. Right? So these are certain things, but that is also accepted in the society. So according to the Dharma Shastra. So this is the Varnavaraha Bhrata Veeraseno Nama Saha Bhartra Narmada Tire Antapala Durge Sthapitaha. In the storyline I had stated that Agnimitra's kingdom has stretched till Narmada in the south and till Sindhu in the north. Because in the Sindhu, his son Veerasena is encountering with the Yavanas. That storyline, you may just go through the second lecture or the first lecture. So, Asti Devyaha Bhrata Saha Bhartra Narmada Tire Antapala Durge Sthapitaha Tena Shilpadhikare Yogya Iyam Darika Iti Bhanitva Bhaginya Devya Upayanam Preshita. He found this girl. We saw in the storyline that Malavika was coming to Agnimitra because she was betrothed to Agnimitra with her brother. But then they were attacked, and then in that ruffle and in that clash, she got separated from the whole troop. And this Antapala Durga person, this Veerasena, found this girl, and then he found her inclination to dance and fine arts and music, and therefore he sent her to Dharma. So how did Dharini get her? And once Dharini got her, she also wanted to encourage this young girl, and therefore she sent her to Ganadasa. So this is her arrival. Then Ganadasa says, oh, Varnavaraha Bhrata, okay, that is okay. And he just found this girl, but that doesn't give her lineage. Where? Whose daughter? Who is she? Her identification is not yet known. But he feels, what he says is, Akriti Vishesha Pratyayat Enam Anuna Vastukam Sambhavayami. He just found her. From where? Whose daughter? Whose sister? Nothing is known about her. So she is like an orphan. But I don't feel, she must belong to a good family. Enam Anuna Vastukam Sambhavayami. I have a gut feeling, you say, no? I have a gut feeling. I have a gut feeling that she must be a high-born person. Anuna Vastukam. Una. Una is Nyuna, less. Anuna, not any less. Vastu, that is the stuff, the substance. Looking at her Akriti, like Akriti Vishesheshu Adaraha Padam Karoti, we just saw, in the very beginning. So, sometimes you see a person, and seeing that person, you have some, guesses in your mind. Oh, this must be born in a very high family. This must be a Brahmana. This must be, You have your own speculations. So, looking at her, I feel that she must not be a low-born person. She is not any girl wandering on the street and who was picked up by Varnavara Bhrata Veerasena and entrusted to Dharini. Not like that. Anuna Vastukam Sambhavayami. Then Prakasham, openly he says, yeah, she is very good, and because she is pratyupadishati vame bala, maya api yashasvina bhavitavyam. I feel I am going to be more famous as her teacher than myself, as her teacher. And sometimes, shishya dichet parajayam. We always say, shishya devo bhava, and shishya should surpass the guru in all the instructions and education. So, yashasvina bhavitavyam yataha, and then he says, patra visheshe nyastam gunantaram rajati shilpamadhatuhu jalamiva samudra shuktau mukta falatam payodasya. A beautiful subhashita, a shloka which runs as a subhashita. If you give your knowledge to a vishesha patra, Satpatra or Satchishya, then Gunantaram Rajati Shilpam Adhatuhu. Adhatu, one who places, that is the teacher, the instructor. The instructor who places his instruction in the Satchishya, in the Satpatra, Gunantaram Rajati. Anyam kamapi adbhutapurvam, adrishtapurvam gunam prapnoti. Gunantaram rajati, anyam gunam prapnoti. Gunantaram rajati shilpam. Shilpam is art. Shilpa is not just a sculpture. Shilpa in Sanskrit means whatever is art. Art could be the painting, the drawing, or the dance and the music, or the carving and the sculpting. Okay, anything. And therefore Shilpin is the common name for an artist. Shilpin is an artist. Okay. So, Adhatuhu Shilpam Gunantaram Rajati. It attains a spatial pedestal. It reaches a higher level. And then there is a Drishtanta. So, this is a very nice Drishtanta given here. Jalam iva samudra shuktau mukta falatam payodasya. This is an upama also. A perfect upama, purnopama you can say. Payoda is payaha dadati iti, payoda, varida, ambuda, the megha. So this is again the beauty of Sanskrit language. The is a giver. So you add any word preceding to that, meaning water, it will mean cloud. In English we have C-L-O-U-D, only one word for the cloud. In Sanskrit, Ekashatam jalanamani santi. Nigantu enumerates 101 names for Jala. You can form 101 names for cloud. That is the beauty of Sanskrit. And this is only the giver. You say Jaladhara, Varidhara, Payodhara, Dhara, you use that word. Again, 101 names you can form, So such is the richness of the language. You can coin words because it is Prakriti Pratyayatmika Sughatita Sanskrita Bhasha. Prakriti and Pratyaya. So you add this and coin as many words as you like. So Payodasya Jalam. The water of Payoda, the cloud, the rainwater basically, Samudra Shuktau Patitam. If it falls in the Shukti, in the shell, in the ocean, Mukta Falatam Yati, Vrajati. Vrajati is the dhatu which you have to borrow from the previous line. Mukta Falatam Vrajati. It goes to the status of being a pearl. That means this is a literal translation. So the water, the rainwater, the drop of the rainwater falling in the shell in the sea becomes pearl. And that too in Swati Nakshatra. There is an addition. This is an Indian concept. This is a poetic concept and we have firm faith in that if the rainwater falls in the Samudra Shuktika, on the Swati Nakshatra, it becomes a pearl. Now here, Payoda is the Adhatu, the instructor. The Jala is Shilpa, Shilpamadhatuhu, the Vidya given by the Adhatu. The Jala given by the Payoda. Satpatra or Patra Vishesha is Samudra Shukti. Here Patra Vishesha was Malavika and in the Upama it is Samudra Shukti, the shell. Okay. So, the Mukta Falatam Yati Gunantaram Vrajati. So, this is one-to-one correspondence for everything. Upameya, Upamana and the Sadharmya. What is the Sadharmya? Gunantaram Vrajati. What is that Gunantara? Mukta Falatam Vrajati. So, simple thing and born and given in a very nice manner. That is the beauty of this. So, Mukta Falatam Yati. So, this is a Purnopama we can say, and this you can compare with Bhavabhuti's verse, Vitarati Guru Pradnye Vidyam Yathaiva Tatha Jade, etc. Okay. Another thing is in Yuktikalpataru, where all we can find the Mukta Phala, that is the pearl, So, there is again what you can say Kavi Sanketa for that. Gaja Ahi Kolamatsyanam Shirshe Mukta Phalodbhavaha Tvaksara Shukti Shankhanam Garbhe Mukta Phalodbhavaha Dharadhareshu Jayeta Mauktikam Jalabindubhihi. There is often a reference, and I used to hear from my grandmother in the grandmother stories that the Sarpa has Mukta or a precious gem in its hood. Even the elephants have the precious stones and in their temples. So Gaja, Ahi and Kolamatsya. Kolamatsya is a very long fish like a whale. Kolamatsyanam Shirshe Mukta Phalodbhavaha. So these are some Kavi Sanketas. And whenever the Sanskrit writers write something, a poem or a drama, they amply use all the Kavi Sanketas because they are Rudhatvat Lokeshu, because they are Rudha in the Jana, in the Loka. Okay. So now this verse is also over. Then she asks, oh, where is your Shishya now? Kutra idanim baha Shishya? Then he says, Idanimeva Panchangadikam Abhinayam Upadishya Maya Vishramyatam iti Abhita Dirghikavalokana Gavakshagata Pravata Asevamana Tishtati. A little longer sentence, but you can split it to get a clear meaning. Idanimeva, just now I finished, my training with her, my class. I am coming out of my class only. I just taught her. What did I teach her? Panchanga Abhinaya. Again a note on that. What is Panchanga Abhinaya? We'll come to that. Panchanga Abhinaya. So I just taught her that. Upadishya Vishramyatam. Now you must be tired. I told her, you take rest. I will also take rest. Okay. So Vishramyatam iti abhita. I told her to, it was a break. After a class, you get breaks, right, students? So similarly, this was a break given for her. Break for the teacher as well as the students. And now where is she? Kutra Vahashishya. Okay. Kutra idanim Vahashishya. That was the question. So that is okay that you taught her Panchanga Abhinaya and asked her to rest. But where is she now? That is the question. So he answers to that she is Dirghika Avalokana Gavakshagata. She is sitting near a Gavaksha, near a window. Gavaksha is a window. And Pravatam Asevamana. And from the window she is enjoying the nice wind, not a breeze. Pravata, Prakrishtaha Vataha. It's a windy place. So she is sitting besides a window, enjoying the very nice wind, cooling wind, which will take away all her fatigue and perspiration. And another very peculiar thing for that Gavaksha is Dirghika Avalokana. From that Gavaksha, she can see a Dirghika, pond. Dirgha is long, but Dirghika is a special word, meaning a Kamala Pushkarini, a pond having lotus flowers in it. So, looking at any water body is always a pleasure. That too, you are sitting besides a window, you are enjoying the nice cool wind, and you are having the Drishti Sukha, the Sparsha Sukha, everything. There may be birds chirping around. So, the Panchendriya, you get, refreshed thereby. So, she is tired after that Panchanga Abhinaya. It's a heavy dose for her, for teacher as well as for her. And therefore, she is sitting beside a window, enjoying seeing those Kamala, maybe the houses are there, and maybe the Brahmaras are hovering. This is all Dhvani. What is not stated by Kalidasa, you can visualize the picture, Malavika is just sitting there next to the window, okay, and from what she sees in front of her is a Dirghika, and there are a nice artist can draw a beautiful picture of this stall. The Brahmaras are hovering, the houses are swimming, the birds are flying, so many good things. There are some bushes, some grass and this and that, so nice. So she is enjoying, relaxing, totally relaxing. Now we come to Panchanga Abhinaya. That's a very technical term. So let us see what Panchanga Abhinaya means. Okay. Panchanga Abhinaya, according to Sangeeta Ratnakara, it has 5 great elements, but I didn't find time to go through. Maybe there are some dancers here. They can enlighten me. You have created the groups. Maybe you can discuss that. I have 5 names from Sangeeta Ratnakara. They are Nritta. Nritta I know for sure. It is a dance without any Abhinaya. Okay. Nritya is Sabhinaya and Nritta is without Abhinaya. So the steps, the Padanyasa without Abhinaya is called Nritta. So Nritta, Kaivara is the term, Marmara, Jagara and Geeta. The Nritta Geeta I know. The Kaivara, Marmara, Jagara, maybe some dancers, if you have seen Sangeeta Ratnakara and all, you can enlighten on that. But otherwise, normally it is stated that Chaturvidha Abhinaya, okay, Angika, Vachika, Aharya and Satvika, this is treated as one Abhinaya, acting of 4 kinds. And then to that, this Abhinaya is done by the 5 limbs. And this is Karabhyam, both hands, Charanabhyam, Padabhyam, both the feet, and Shirasa and the head movement. So Panchanga Abhinaya is the Abhinaya which is of 4 types. Angika or Kayika, that is the body movements. Then Vachika is the speech. So Gita is there, Vachika. Then Aharya, that is the Nepathya. Aharya also means your own Veshabhusha and the property which you are carrying. That is also Aharya. And Satvika, Satvika are the Ashta Satvika Bhavas. Sveda, Stambhota, Romancha, Ashru, Vaivarani, etc. So these are the Ashta Satvika Bhavas. This Chaturvidha Abhinaya, when it is like manifested or done with 2 hands, 2 feet and 1 head movement, that is called Panchanga Abhinaya. Okay. So this is Panchanga Abhinaya. So Panchanga Abhinaya I have just taught her, and that too especially in the Bhavika, therefore Sringaradi Rasa Pradhana, and she is tired now doing the Padanyasa and doing the hand movements and this and that. She is tired, so she is just resting there. Then Bakulavalika says, Tenahi Punaha Anujanatu Mamaryaha. I will go and see her, please permit me to go. Yavadasyaha Aryasya Paritosha Nivedanena Utsaham Vardhayami. I'll go and tell her that your teacher is very, very pleased with you. Who will not like the appreciation? Stuti Priyohi Manushyaha. For everybody, Stuti is always, a welcome thing. And especially when the Guru talks highly about a Shishya and you learn it from a third party, then it is all the more pleasure, right? So, Asyaha Paritosha Nivedanena Utsaham Vardhayami. Ganadasa says, Drishyatam Sakhi Ahamapi Labdhakshanaha Swagriham Gachami. I also got a break now. Labdhaha Kshanaha Yena Saha. I got a moment free. So I will also go drop by my house and then come again to Sangeeta Shala. Iti Nishkrantau, both go, and this is called Mishra Vishkambhaka. Now Mishra Vishkambhaka or Vishkambhaka is a technical term in dramaturgy. In the Natya Shastra, this is a technical term. What is that? Vishkambhaka is defined as Vritta Vartishyamānānām Kathaṅśānām Nidarshakaha. Vritta, whatever is past, and Vartishya, whatever is going to take place, whatever is going to happen, all those anecdotes or some links are provided in Vishkambhaka. This comes at the beginning of the first act, as it is coming here. After Prastavana, it is Mishra Vishkambhaka. Then the main act starts. The king hasn't made an entry till now. Agnimitra will come now. So the main act starts after this. So Vishkambhaka can come in the beginning of an act or between the 2 acts. Okay. This is called Sankirna or Mishra or Shuddha, depending upon the language which is spoken in that. Here now the 2 characters are there. Ganadasa speaks Sanskrit and Bakulavalika speaks Prakrit. So this is Sankirna or Mishra. This is not pure Sanskrit, right? And therefore it is Mishra, mixture of both Sanskrit and Prakrit language, mixture of the upper level character and lower level characters, and therefore it is Mishra. The same Vishkambhaka, the same purpose it serves. If it is between 2 Sanskrit speaking people, then it is Shuddha Vishkambhaka. Another variety of that, when it is only spoken by the Nicha Patra Prayojitaha, only in Prakrit, it is called Praveshaka. So Vishkambhaka and Praveshaka, their purpose is the same, but their structure is different. Purpose, what is that? Vritta Vartishyamānānām Kathaṅśānām Nidarshakaha. Okay? Because as a reader and as a spectator, you need to know now, we wanted to know who is this Malavika, how did Malavika come to Ganadasa? We also didn't know that, right? And therefore we wanted to know that. So this part of the story is brought down to us through this conversation, which comes so very organically, It is not like a patchwork. It's so, सहजता से आता है. Just out of curiosity. Oh, by the way, where did Dharini get this girl? This is just out of curiosity. She's such a nice girl, such a brilliant student. I would like to know more about her. Anybody, So this is very, very original. Very natural for a teacher to ask. And therefore all this, and we also benefit by knowing about it. And therefore this vritta vartishyamana. Another purpose it serves is, there are, some taboos given by Bharata Muni in his Natya Shastra, like the actual war should not be shown on the stage. Of course, in Bhasa's place, there was an exception. We discussed that during the Urubhanga and Karnabhara and this Duta Ghatotkacha and all that, Madhyama Vyayoga. Actual combat of Bhimasena and Ghatotkacha is seen on the stage. Maybe because Bhasa precedes Bharata, or maybe because Bhasa is a rebellious type of character and he revolts against all the existing norms of the dramaturgy, But all other dramatists, they adhere to, they follow strictly the rules and regulations given by Bharata Muni. And therefore certain things cannot be shown on the stage directly, but for the easy continuity of the flow of the plot, we need to know of it. How would we come to know? That is through the Praveshaka or Vishkambhaka. Another difference of Praveshaka Vishkambhaka is, Praveshaka is Nicha Patra Prayojitaha, number one, and it never comes in the beginning or the end of the drama. It never comes in the beginning or the end, because it is all Prakrit. We are reading Sanskrit dramas. Sanskrit drama should begin with Sanskrit, not with Prakrit, right? And therefore it never comes in the beginning or the end of the act, okay? So these are the differences. Iti Mishra Vishkambhakaha. Now we are set for the main act. And that main act, Tatah Pravishati. Ekanta Sthita Parijanaha Mantrina Lekha Hastena Anvasyamanaha Raja. Now this is the stage direction given in the bracket. Now you just tell me how it is possible. So how it could be staged, Tatah Pravishati Raja. What we expect after these Sakhis meet, and then one Sakhi goes with that Abharana, Anguliyaka Hasta, and then Ganadasa comes and they both meet and then they both depart. King comes, but here it is Anvasyamanaha Raja, who is being wetted upon by Mantrina and Ekanta Sthita Parijanaha. So there is Parijana around him and there is a Mantri having Lekha Hasta. He has a letter in his hand and such a king enters. This is, this is very imaginable. There is another stage direction in Bhasa's Swapna Vasavadatta, Tatah Pravishati Prasupta Vasavadatta. Now how can you have this? If she is Prasupta, she can't do Pravesha. If she is doing an entry, making an entry, how can she be Prasupta? Right? No problem. No problem. There is a Rangapitha and Rangashirsha. Between the Rangapitha, that's why you have to know the structure of the theatre portrayed and visualized by Bharata Muni. Okay? So Rangapitha, in Rangapitha, the first portion, there are these things are happening. The main scene has yet to start. The main act is yet to start. And there is a curtain. When these two go, Mishra Vishkambhaka is over, the curtain is down. Okay? The curtain goes up or curtain goes sideways and then the Raja is already seated there, right? Now when you see, you go for a program and all that, there is a curtain and the dignitaries are all seated. When you see them, they are pravishanti, as if seated. So that means the curtain just goes up or goes sideways and you see the stage filled with all the dignitaries seated there. Is it not? Similar way, this is a curtain between Rangapitha and Rangashirsha. The main act now starts. There is a curtain. the curtain is removed and we can see the king surrounded by the Parijana and Amatya. So this is his darbar. He is at work. This is his karyalaya. Okay? He is at work. So he is at work now. So Raja. Anuvachita lekham amatyam vilokya. The Amatya has already gone through that letter. It is the secretary, Amatya. The secretary who would first see all the letters of the boss and then brief him, oh, this is this, this is this, now what is the reply to be given, then type it, send it. In ancient times, we had the shorthand writers, the secretaries. In shorthand, the boss used to dictate. You must be knowing, right? You dictate the answer and the secretary will keep, note it down in shorthand and then type the letter and give it to you. So like that, Amatya. So what is Amatya? Basically, Amatya you can translate as a minister. Again, what you can say, how this English language fails to denote the nuances of the word meaning which are used in Sanskrit drama. There is such a variety. Amatya is a minister. How will you translate Mantri? Minister. Sachiva? Sachivalaya? Minister. There is a difference. In all these three words, there is a difference. So that's why you have to see the etymology. This Sanskrit series we started, it's almost, 9 months now, 5th of June I started it. This is to teach Sanskrit through Sahitya. This is to make you aware of the beauty of Sanskrit language. Through reading the Sahitya, you enjoy the language and you enjoy the literature as well, right? So, Amatya, Ama means Saha. Ama is with. Saha vasati iti Amatyaha. Ama plus Tyap. Tyap is the pratyaya. So, this is a companion who is with you. Ama is Saha. And therefore, we use the word Amavasya. What is Amavasya? The new moon day. The English translation is full moon day for Purnima and Amavasya, it is new moon day. New moon? No, it is not new moon. The Chandra, the moon, stays near the sun and therefore he doesn't shine because the sun is so lustrous that the moonlight is not seen at all and therefore we don't see the moonlight. We don't see the moon because the moon stays near the sun. Ama, Saha, Suryena Saha, Vasati, Asyam Tithau, iti Amavasya. Interesting. So, Ama is Saha. So, he is a companion, you can say. Sachiva, it's Shacha Samavaye. Shacha Samavaye. He is a friend and associate who gels well with you. Shacha Samavaye, okay? Samavaya Sambandha. So, who goes with you on all the terms, you are on the same page. So, Sachiva is that. And Mantri is especially one who gives a good piece of counsel. Mantra is a mantra, mantrana, a counsel, an advice. So, he is an advisor or a counselor. Okay. So, this is the difference between Amatya, Sachiva and Mantri. So, Amatya, he is like a secretary. Amatya is like a secretary, always with the boss, wherever the boss goes, so wherever the king goes, Amatya would go. So, Vahataka, his name is Vahataka. Kim pratipadyate Vaidarbhaha? The king is asking. He knows the Lekha, the Sandesha has come from the Vaidarbha king. Kim pratipadyate Vaidarbhaha? Amatya said, Deva Atma Vinasham. What else? Self-ruin. That means that Lekha has some such thing which is going to be causing his own end. That means he has transgressed his limits. He has perhaps challenged King Agnimitra. Perhaps he has gone against King Agnimitra's advice. So many options. Deva Atma Vinasham. Sandesham idanim shrotum ichchami. Sandesham, I want to listen to all that. This is not for the king, this is for us. For the readers and the spectators, what does that sandesha? In some part it is likhita sandesham tavat shrotum ichchami, because there is a scroll in his hand. So he will just open that scroll and will read it. Okay? Not a patra like this, inland letter. Now inland letter is also outdated. Postcard, gaya. So a scroll, in olden days we had scrolls. So likhita patram, likhita sandesham idanim shrotum ichchami. And then there is a sandesha. This is a dirgha paragraph, Vahataka reads out, and this gives you like the political background. We discussed before we started Malavika Agnimitram that this is a drama, a fiction basically, but based on historicity. Maybe Malavika is new person. Malavika and Agnimitra's love is all imagined by Kalidasa. But there is a background of history. Because unless it is a khyata vastu, people won't entertain it. People won't come to see that. Any samajika movie, samajika drama, they are not interested. Ramalila, everybody will go. Right? Now the Chaitri Navaratri is going on. If there is Ramalila, I heard today in Kochi there is Ramalila. So people will be going for Ramalila. Right? So, Sandesham idanim shrotum ichchami. Idam idanim anena pratilikhitam. That means there was a letter from Agnimitra to the Vaidarbha king. He is pratilikhita. He is replying to that. So there are some political, transactions, some interactions between the Vaidarbha king and the Vidisha king. Vidisha king is Agnimitra. Okay? Pratilikhitam. Pujyena aham adishtaha. Pujyena namakena Agnimitrena. He is reading the letter from Vaidarbha king. So Pujyena nama Agnimitrena aham adishtaha. What was the adesha? Bhavataha pitruvya putraha kumaraha madhavasenaha pratishruta sambandhaha mama upantikam upasarpan antara tvadiyena antapalena avaskandya grihitaha satvaya madapekshaya sakalatra sodaryaha moktavyaha iti. This is the sandesha given by Agnimitra to the king of Vidarbha. What did Agnimitra write? This is the Pratyuttara. So before writing the Pratyuttara, it is like in the email we are answering some question answers. We quote the question first and then we write our answer. So this is quoting his sandesha. And what did Agnimitra say to him? That, you have already caught hold of Kumara Madhavasena. Who is he? Your cousin. Bhavataha Pitruvya Putraha. Pitruvya is chacha, uncle. Pitruvyasya Putraha, nama cousin. Sulad Bhau. Okay? Sulad Bhau. Chachera Bhai. So Bhavataha Pitruvya Putraha, Kumara Madhavasenaha. And then again one more thing, we saw it in the storyline. Pratishruta Sambandhaha. One who had already established his sambandha with me, that he will give his daughter in marriage to me. Pratishruta, contract. There is a contract between me and Madhavasena that his sister will be duly wedded by me. And that happens to be Malavika. We saw that in the storyline. And she got, separated from the whole troop. Right? Now you can join these dots. Okay? Pratishruta Sambandha. Not only that she was betrothed. Mama Upantikam Upasarpan. He was coming to me with his sister, with his wife and with all his retinue. Upasarpan, Mama Upantikam Upasarpan, Tvadiyena Antapalena, by your frontier guard, by Vaidarbha king's frontier guard. Avaskandya Grihitaha, he was captured by invading him, by attacking him. Now, what you should do? Satvaya madapekshaya, because I am saying, for me, sakalatra sodaryaha moktavyaha. You please release him from your bondages, from the jail. because I tell you to do so, along with his wife and his sister. So this Madhavasena, while he is coming to King Agnimitra to Vidisha, on the way, his cousin brother, he attacked him and got hold of him. In that scuffle, Malavika got separated. Okay? And then she was found by this Veerasena and all that story which we learned in the Mishra Vishwambhara. But Madhavasena is still in the hold of, in the captivity of Vaidarbharaja. Okay? So, Satvaya Moktavyaha iti. Iti means, that was what you had written to me. Now listen to my answer. So now comes the answer. Pratilikhitam. Etan nanuvo viditam. I need not tell you, O king, that yat tulya abhijaneshu radnya mrittihi idrushi ataha atra madhyasthaha pujyaha bhavitum arhati. Tulya abhijaneshu. The people with equal births, radnyam mrittihi idrushi. The kings have a samana, equipoise and equal treatment. That king should be treated like a king. You know that. But then this is my cousin. We have some family feud. Why are you interfering in our things? This is our business. Hum dekh lenge. But then I may tell you, Sodara punaha asya grahana viplave vinashta. His wife, his sister, Sodara, his sister, Vinashta. I don't know, she got lost. When Grahana Viplave, when he was being captivated and the other people, started running here and there. Somebody tried to save Malavika, somebody went somewhere. That is how Gautami also got separated. Parivrajika, she also got separated, right? So Grahana Viplave, it is not one-to-one. It's an army coming up. And therefore, in that army scuffle, she got lost. Tad anveshanaya prayatishye. I will try to search her. Athava avashyameva madhavasenaha maya pujyena mochayitavyaha shruyatam abhisandhihi. If you insist that I should release Madhavasena, I will. I will release him. Okay? I will free him. But there is a deal. You have to do something for me. So this is a barter. And in exchange of somebody, I will also let Madhavasena go. You want him to be released? I will honor your words. But Shruyatam Abhisandhihi. There is a mutual contract. You have to do something for me. Then only I will release, not otherwise. Okay, so that is the Darpa. That is the message. And what is that? What Agnimitra has to do? Maurya Sachivam Vimunchati Yadi Pujyaha Sanyatam Mamashalam Mokta Madhavasenaha Tataha Maya Bandhanat Sadhyaha. If you release my Shala, my wife's brother, Mera Sala, Shala, Sala. And who is he? Maurya Sachiva. He is the Sachiva of the Maurya dynasty. If you know the history of Pushyamitra, Shrunga, we saw it that the last Maurya king, he was very inactive, very passive, and therefore Pushyamitra took over from him and then established Shunga dynasty. And in that scuffle, perhaps that Maurya Sachiva is in the captive of Agnimitra. And he happens to be Vaidarbharaja's Shala. So if you free him, I will free Madhavasena. Ek pehal aapki or se, then I will also do it. Okay? Raja Sarosham, he is just listening to this. So, Agnimitra happens to be a sovereign type of king because his father is performing Ashwamedha. We come to know of it in the in the fourth and the fifth act of Malavika Agnimitram. So he is not any ordinary king of a small territory. His Samrajya is till Narmada to the south and till Sindhu to the north. Such a great king. Vaidarbha happens to be one part of his territory which is occupied by this king. And he is giving a challenge. Whom you are challenging? This is like a frog challenging a bull. This is in Marathi we call, na? Bedki kitihi fugli tari bail hot nahi. So this is what in Marathi we say. So Mokta Madhava. So he is giving this option, If you release Madhava Sena, I will also release. If you release Maurya Sachiva, I will also release Madhava Sena. What's there? Raja Sarosham. He gets angry, Katham Karya Vinimayena Mayi Vyavaharati Anatmadnyaha. Anatmadnyaha. He doesn't know what are his weaknesses and what strength or no strength he possesses. And in front of me he is nothing, like just a blade of grass, and he is shouting at me and he is making this exchange offer to me. What does he feel himself to be? अपने आप को क्या समझता है? Like that. Katham karya vinimayena. He wants me to do something for observing and for obeying my orders. Madhava senaha mochaitavyaha. Katham mai vyavaharati ayam anatmadnyaha. Vahataka prakrityamitraha pratikulakari cha Vaidarbha. This Vaidarbha king, I tell you, is pratikulakari. He always acts opposite, adversely. Whatever I want him to do, he never does that. Whatever I tell him, he never follows that. He never obeys my commands. Okay? And Prakriti Amitraha. By birth, he is my foe. He is my Shatru. Prakrityamitra. Now Chanakya gives very nice definitions. I am not defining this, but I am just explaining the concept. What is Prakriti Amitra? Okay. There are called like Sahaja Mitra, Sahaja Amitra. There are some born enemies and some born friends. Okay. We are not discussing the friends. Let us discuss the foes. Who are the born enemies? One who shares your boundaries is your Prakriti Amitra. India, Pakistan. I mean, you are sharing border. This is not only between two countries. Even if your farms are adjacent to each other, there is a fight. I have heard fights to such extent that on the border, if there is a tree of mango tree, half mango should go there and half mango should come. I mean, this is how they divide. This is divide and rule. So they are Prakriti Amitra because they are sharing the boundaries. Now we have already seen that Agnimitra's kingdom is stretched to the south till Narmada. Vidarbha comes between. The Madhya Desha. Vidarbha was once a part of Madhya Pradesh only. That's why the Vaidarbhi people, the Nagpur people speak so much of Hindi. Chota Nagpur and all still Hindi area, right? So, this is Madhya Desha. So, till Narmada, till Gujarat, this border has gone, and therefore there are some, some fights and combats, etc. happening, sharing the border. He is like a king of a small territory here, right? So, Prakrityamitraha, and always behaves adversely. Tad yatavya pakshe sthitasya purva sankalpitam samoolam unmoolanaya veerasena mukham dandachakram adnyapaya. So, march against him and catch him. So, this is the royal order now. Agnimitra is behaving like a king, like a ruler. That Yatavya Pakshe, we have to march. Yana, Asana, the 6 upayas, the Chatur upayas and the 6 things. Yana, Asana, etc. Sandhi, Dvaidhi, Bhava, Samshraya. So, Yana is marching. Yatavya Pakshe Sthitasya, he is, worth invading upon. He is standing firm there and wanting to do some exchange with me. So, Yatavya Pakshe Sthitasya Purva Sankalpita. We have already decided this. We discussed, Vahataka, that we should take care of this fellow. He is going to cause us a problem one day or the other. We had already discussed it. So, Purva Sankalpitam, we have to uproot him now. Samoola Unmoolanaya. For that, Veerasena. Who is that Veerasena? Varnavara Bhrata. Who is Varnavara Bhrata? Narmada Tire, Antapala Durge, Bhartara sthapitaha. So order him that march against him. He is near Vaidarbha king. Okay. So march against him and Danda Chakram with full army. Danda Chakram Adnyapaya. Yad Adnyapayati Devaha. Athava Kim Bhavan Manyate. King, on his side he gave an order, but then he thought, oh, I should have consulted my Amatya. Kim Bhavan Manyate. And here we stop. Amatya also will endorse what king has to say. But here we see the kingly, the royal aspects of the governance by King Agnimitra. And on the basis of this, many people talk him as a Dhira Udatta hero. Because he is showing some good qualities, the noble qualities as a good administrator. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shantihi. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.